Hi, my name is Locks, and my video project is on the Louisiana Territory. Prior to 1800, Louisiana Territory was owned by Spain. They traded this land to the French for some land in Italy. By 1801, President Jefferson heard of this deal and became concerned of the French intentions and sent Robert Livingston and James Monroe to Paris in hopes to gain free navigation on the Mississippi River or purchase tract land on the lower Mississippi for $10 million. By 1803, Thomas Jefferson heard from James Monroe and Robert Livingston that the French were willing to sell the whole Louisiana Territory to the United States due to their loss in 1802 of the Slave Rebellion. At that time, they no longer sought the need to keep this territory and sold it to the United States. Jefferson was excited to continue with this deal, even though he ran into complications from Napoleon trying to back out. He was able to convince him to continue through the deal, and Napoleon did out of greed for money to expand his empire. Although the Constitution did not specifically empower the federal government to acquire new territory by treaty, Jefferson concluded that the practical benefits to the nation far outweighed the possible violation of the Constitution. He pressed this treaty through Congress, and on April 30th, 1803, James Monroe and Robert Livingston signed the treaty in this office right here, and this is the copy of the treaty that was signed on April 30th, 1803, giving the United States ownership of the Louisiana Territory, which stretched from Canada to the Gulf of Mexico and from the Mississippi River to the Rocky Mountains, which doubled us in size because this is what we owned prior to the Louisiana Purchase Treaty in 1803. Though Jefferson was a strict interpreter of the Constitution, he believed in empire for liberty, and it would hope to stretch across the United Nations. This territory, whose natural resources amounted to richness beyond anyone's wildest dreams, came to a total of 828,000 miles of acres, and for $15 million became the sweetest deal in American history in regards to real estate. If it was broken down, they decided it would roughly be 4 cents per acre. At this time in 1803, Thomas Jefferson sent Meriwether Lewis and William Clark to explore this great land that we had just purchased. They became the greatest famous explorers of the United States. They opened the gateway to a new frontier and was hoping to find the Northwest Passage and was able to never find. The Spaniards never really gave physical possession to the French, but did so in a ceremony on November 30th, 1803. Another ceremony was held on December 20th, 1803, when French handed over the Louisiana Territory to the United States. This concludes my video project, and as you see, we have prospered and grown and became the beautiful United States that we are today. Have a good day.